Hashashin47. The militia has released a hostage tape, outing the existence of Providence to the world. This was a fatal mistake, and our analysts are tracing its origin as we speak. In the meantime, we have a lead on Lucas Gray's top lieutenant. Turns out the Delgado cartel's counterfeiting unit was creating fake IDs for the militia, and one operative in particular stands out, Wazir Kale, an infamous South China Sea pirate better known by his nom de guerre, the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom and his cutthroat band of outlaws were the scourge of the shipping industry in the post-recession years. But his reign of terror came to an end with the disastrous 2014 hijacking of the supertanker, Francis King. Chinese elite forces stormed the ship, resulting in the deaths of a dozen sailors and most of the Maelstrom's crew. But Kale slipped away unseen. The Maelstrom's connection to Gray is unknown, but we believe it was he who carried out the audacious killing of a Providence CEO in Shanghai, along with two reactivated members of his old pirate gang, Vanya Shah, a shady figure in Mumbai's criminal underworld, and Dawood Rangan, the gang's old cashier turned dodgy movie producer. Shah, Rangan, and the Maelstrom form Lucas Gray's Eastern Cell. They are a crack strike team, and stopping them is our client's most pressing concern. Unfortunately, the elusive Maelstrom appears to have vanished into the seedy underbelly of Mumbai, the cradle of his criminal legend, and no one knows his whereabouts or what he currently looks like. So, a bandit queen, a showbiz charlatan, and one certifiable ghost. I shall leave you to prepare.
And welcome everyone to another Roulette Rivals 16 KO stage round, a one match between Hashashin47 and lukedotpng. Joining me today is Soviet. Welcome.
Hello, how's it going?
Absolutely perfect. Hope you are good as well. Hope everybody in chat is excited for this most likely very, very close match. Hashashin finished, I believe, 6th. Yes, Hashashin finished 6th, and the Swiss stage is now facing Luke, who finished 11th. On at least 4 maps these players picked. First up, though, Mumbai, which was picked by Hashashin.
And it looks like quite a tactical pick, because Luke's personal best is 20 minutes, which really isn't that fast with 1 win and 3 losses.
Yeah, and I believe, speaking in terms of win rate, Mumbai is Luke's worst map. So, yeah, definitely a smart pick from Hashashin for this first one. And Spin is about to arrive. Do you want to quickly go ahead and tell the viewers what we have?
Yeah, sure. This is Maelstrom, consume poison as local security. Vanya Shah, next up as food vendor, but with no target pacification. And Dawood Rangan, assault rifle as dancer.
Interesting one.
Consume poison Maelstrom's obviously going to throw the Chol strat off. So
Yeah,
Hashashin prepare for a hill start.
Guess that makes sense. Out of all the kills where you can't KO the Maelstrom immediately, I would guess consumed poison still is kind of a decent one, as it's a set up and forget kind of thing.
It looks like Luke's gonna go straight for Darwood, not even brickler him. This is quite interesting. You don't see that very often.
Diverging strategies. You love to see that straight at the start. As you said, yeah, Hashashin starting on the hill. Uber gets spotted trying to climb down. Wants to get a quick Maelstrom kill. Meanwhile, Luke starting in the tower as the dancer obviously has everything he needs for this kill.
Just gonna get him straight in the bathroom. It'll still probably end up brickler in Vanya, but this is gonna be a very fast Darwood kill.
And I mean, if you already got 1 down, that also makes your brickler at least a little bit more relaxed, I would guess, if you don't have to pay attention to anybody else but just Vanya later.
Ashash has got the flag raised right this time. Just gonna poison and go get local security, I guess.
I don't know the timings on this, but I would imagine it's not too far away, but also still plenty of time to grab that. This guy's Luke missing the first shot on Dawood. Caused a target lockdown, and I believe some people around here are now not very friendly anymore.
Ooh.
big whooshes.
How has he got away with that?
That is crazy, as guards just run through the door into the bathroom after Luke tried to block it shut. But Luke manages to get away with it. That is crazy. And first kill down for Luke. Very nicely done.
Probably just going to start working on Maelstrom now. As Hashashin probably going for the local security in the Chorls.
By the looks of things, yes. I can't exactly tell you where he's going. Mumbai is still one of the maps where I don't exactly know where we are. But these are the trolls.
Yeah, there's a free local security in one of these side rooms, so he's probably just going to go get that. That's him distracting the lady so he can crowbar the door.
Very nicely done. And yeah, Luke outside the tower now. No need to go back there anymore. Local security, as Hashashin is shown, also around some other parts of this map. And Hashashin now got the local security as well and just needs to wait for the Maelstrom to die now.
It looks like he's going to the dancer disguise, so he's probably going to wait by that.
Which I guess makes sense. I'm not sure how long this wait is going to be. For Hashashin. Let's hope it's not too long.
Luke's got his local security now, so he can start working on the poison kill setup.
Nicely done. I mean, apparently it takes well over 2 minutes for the Maelstrom to get to the hill and everything, so there it is. I believe that's the death at 2 minutes 45 seconds pretty much. And Hashashin getting the Maelstrom kill here. Very nicely done. Don't know.
He's gone straight into the dancer disguise, but the Vanya's no target pacification, so it's going to be a bit of a weird brickler for him, I think. Because he can't just KO Vanya and leave her there.
That is true. Although if he could just go grab the food vendor near Dawood, and then
I think
leave the dancer there.
Luke has just poisoned the wrong drink there, though, so that's going to kill the woman instead of the Maelstrom.
That is unfortunate indeed. I don't believe he realized yet. He's just going to have a non-target kill popping up on his screen in a little bit. And that is going to be very, very frustrating.
He had such a good strat as well with the Darwood rush, but that's really annoying. It's not a kill you'd really practice. You'd put a lot of time into the Chorls ISO and not really think about kills like this, I guess.
Indeed. And Hashashin has gotten a food vendor now around here and will start working on his brickler. So Hashashin definitely close to finishing this run, although with Dawood isolations there's a lot that can go wrong. So not quite safe just yet.
I'm not sure where his assault rifle is as well.
Oh, good question. I think he still has a smuggle on the minimap somewhere. Oh yeah, exactly. Here by the train tracks. That's likely going to be it.
So it's Hashashin's to lose right now because Luke's already ripped. He just doesn't realize it.
Indeed, and he's looking at the hill, waiting for the Maelstrom to finally be there. But little does he know, even if he is there, it's going to be invalid, as we have a bit of buffering on Luke's end. Okay, I was worried there for a second for Hashashin when he started to subdue Vanya, but that is obviously required for the next snap kill, actually. So he's good there.
All he needs now, he's got the disguise, he's got the kill method. He just needs a safe Darwood ISO, and then it's going to be GG's.
He's indeed Luke, not realizing his mistake. They almost just pointed out in the chat that woman might not even drink from the glass, so it could be undetected for Luke here, because he won't get a non-target kill, obviously, if she doesn't drink, and could just be wandering until the end of the spin.
Is tragic to watch because I think his strat was probably a little bit faster.
Yeah, if it all worked out, I think would have been out. I mean, he basically is at the Vanya kill. The Maelstrom, I believe, would have died by now. And he now has to delay Vanya pretty much forever until the Maelstrom dies, which he won't anymore, sadly. But then he could have been out in like a minute or so from here. But Hashashin on the other side. Ooh. No. Gets the Dawood kill done nicely, and that's the exit, quick exit on the tactic exit, 7 minutes 49, as Luke is KOing Vanya's guard. I might go for a quick kill now, but sadly it is not gonna work out for Luke on Mumbai, and Hashashin taking the lead 2-0 going to Sapienza.
And this is a pretty even map in terms of win rate between the two of them. There's not much separating them. Luke's personal best is 2 minutes faster there.
Yeah, it's true. Not a lot. Biggest difference between them. Luke, though, thinks he or at least feels confident with the map, which is why he picked it in the first place, since he didn't really have another go-to map after the Whittleton Creek, which was banned by Hashashin beforehand. So Luke, not necessarily the most strategic picks here, but just whatever he felt comfortable on. And yeah, I also already thought about the Mumbai loss, or at least very much believed that he was not going to win Mumbai from the get-go. But
based
still
just
plenty
off
of
the
time to come back.
picks, based just off the picks, I think Hashashin is probably the one that's more comfortable on the longer maps with, Mumbai and Santa Fortuna, two of the slower ones. But Sapienza can be pretty speedrunning. I think that's what Luke probably prefers.
That is fair. Although we can also see Luke picked Colorado later as a second map pick, stating he asked him about it, and he just said, well, Hashashin picked Mumbai and Santa Fortuna, two long maps, so he might even make the match even longer by picking another long one.
No strategy at all.
Yeah, no, I don't think there was a lot of thinking back there. Just going with the flow, which I believe, at least in this very first round of the knockout stage, certainly one way of going about it. I mean, if you win, you still gotta have your good picks hopefully available for the coming rounds. But at the same time, you obviously do not want to go out and lose with your best pick still available. So always a trade-off in picks for these first couple of rounds.
I don't know what strategy he's practicing there, but he's killed a non-target already.
Yeah, that doesn't really seem all that good. But we can see. I always like the qualities, the two types of players. Really, you have the ones that just after the map is done immediately go into the next, start practicing or just doing something in the map, and then we got Hashashin who's just looking at the planning screen, trying to focus. For this upcoming Sapienza spin, which just arrived, Luke should better restart now. Now he's even gonna get the long death animation. God damn it, but the spin is here. It's Silvio Caruso Saber as a butler, and Francesca DeSantis Fire Axe, Roberto Vargas with a no-target pacification.
I wonder if one of them will go for the phone call there on Franny, because the Fire Axe is right there as well.
Ooh,
Would
right,
be
I'm
pretty cool
behind
to
on
see.
Luke's end because of the buffer we had earlier. Let me just quickly refresh his stream. That makes sense, and Luke is already in. Definitely makes sense. Good. With a quick Roberto Vargas isolation. Hopefully that banana was misplaced by just a little bit. But Luke is starting in the mansion as a gardener, trying to get Roberto very, very quick at the start. Hashashin seemed to have started a safe house, I believe. And is also rushing over there now.
Yeah, both of them looked like they're working on Roberto first.
Which I believe makes a lot of sense. Luke gets this off correctly now. Has the phone. Could go for calling her, but currently does not seem to do it. I don't know how quickly she actually comes to the office after the phone call.
She's got to walk down a few stairs, but I reckon it's about 2 minutes kind of time. He's not going to be going for it though. I think he's running up the stairs for the 2:30.
Yeah, I mean that's basically the big question. Are you saving time if you do the phone isolation? I'm gonna call it like that, or is it gonna be slower? And so far, neither player I think are going for it. Hashashin also picked up Roberto and is infiltrating through the observatory, likely making their way downstairs to grab the fire axe and then upstairs again to go to Francesca. Luke's a bit whooshes for Luke there as he's going through the kitchen, I believe to pick up Smuggle.
Shashin now about to make his way up to the roof and get the 2:30. Pretty standard kill, and then isolate Silvio in the observatory.
Yeah, so far we see similar strategies here. I wonder if either of them was going to go for some sort of ceiling throw or anything, or if they're just going to wait out the couple more seconds, although they are here quite early. So Luke's choice of isolation is a calmer, it seems. Let's hope that Francesca's second guard isn't moving, but no, he seems stationary.
Both of them are going for this.
Doing similar things.
And it's almost neck and neck right here.
Yeah, this is very, very close. If Luke gets this could be a big advantage for him, though. He does get the drop. Very nicely done. And that actually does save him a significant amount of time. He's already down here trying to grab the butler. But Hashashin is actually isolating Silvio first. Also, good option just to have Silvio KO'd and ready, as that is obviously a kill you can do while KO'd.
Luke has got the butler disguise, but he's going back into mansion guard just to carry the saber, I guess.
Yeah, I would imagine so as well. I don't think it's... I can't imagine it's legal as a butler to carry it, but here it is, or at least to grab it. I believe you can get around there quite easily without being spotted. So yeah, he's gonna switch back and go to the observatory now as well. And this is both players with different advantages here. Luke already has the butler disguise and the saber. Hashashin has Silvio isolated, now working on getting the butler disguise and likely the saber as well.
Luke has now triggered the observatory ISO as well, so it is very, very close here.
And it could be down to whatever they have prepared for the virus and how they execute that. I would imagine that Luke has an EMP at this point. Hashashin likely to use a sniper.
And that is the isolation for Luke. There's the kill.
And yeah, Luke seems to be in the lead right now. Hashashin picked up the saber, picked up sniper rifle again, going to the observatory. Isn't going to be much behind either.
All he needs is a good EMP throw here, and I think it's probably going to be over.
Yeah. There's the kill on Hashashin's end, but the virus kill on Luke's end, and assuming we see a finish right about now, there it is, 5 minutes 50 for Hashashin, is likely going to be able to take it to a photo finish. although it's gonna be a big difference between them.
It's not going to be one that you can win with only one load as well.
Not with this. With the amount of restarts, which is both of these players, Hashashin likely going to make it like a 25-second photo finish, just barely making it in. Still running. 28 seconds is what I read right there. Big wishes on the exit as well. Let's hope that it was 5 stars indeed. So it was formally a photo finish, but I'm assuming we see a wave of Hashashin in a second. And there it is. So Luke has tied it up 2-2, going to Santa Fortuna.
And this looks like quite a bad map for Hashashin, considering he's picked it with only 1 win and 4 losses.
That is true. Win rate wise, this is Hashashin's 3rd worst map. Below that are only Colorado, which is his worst map, which we're playing next after this. And I believe Bangkok is also down there, at least in terms of win rate. So yeah, definitely an interesting pick. Not quite sure why they picked that one, but surely they'll have a reason.
I know he banned it against me. I was unlucky enough to get him in round 1. Santa Fortuna is probably my favourite map and my best map. So I was quite gutted about that, but yeah.
Quite understandable. Apparently Hashashin played a lot of Santa Fortuna before playing Fanium. As if everyone just pointed that out in chat, that was indeed one of the maps Hashashin played in round 5 of the Swiss stage against Fanium. He did lose it in the end. So, not sure if all that practice was worth it, but of course it's also Fanium we're talking about. Extremely strong opponent.
You got Hashashin cleaning the table now as well.
Sadly, no sweeps from him today, but at least in game he can. Both of these players tied Santa Fortuna once. I'm curious about those. Hashashin tied Santa Fortuna in a timeout tie in RR11 against Crazy for Daisy, and Luke tied it in RRWC 2024, also a timeout tie against some random person. So both of these players have seen the clock running down to 30 minutes at least once.
I think most players have on a map like Santa Fortuna.
That is very fair. Yeah, I believe. That's going to be interesting. Which map did we see the most ties on, or timeout ties in general? I'll investigate that after this cast. Luke taking fire from a couple of sides here. But yeah, personal best from both players, also not too far apart. 14 minutes and 5 for Hashashin versus 13 minutes 34 on Luke's end. Likely one of these players is gonna improve on that, at least hopefully. Seeing as the map record currently 5 minutes 48, quite a quick one for Santa Fortuna put up by Quatility in RWC 2024, but Santa Fortuna is here, and I believe it's yours to take.
It is going to be Rico Delgado with an accident explosion as a Cocoa field worker, Jorge Franco with consumed poison as the band member, and Andrea Martinez with a folding knife as a street soldier.
Not the worst spin, apart from that Jorge Franco consumed poison. Me as a Santa Fortuna rookie, I would pretty much say, I wouldn't even have a clue where you can consume poison even currently.
You want to go for the hippies bus, right?
Oh, right. I remember. I actually remember now. I casted a consumed poison Jorge kill already this tournament, I believe, and I was asking myself the same thing. And then at that point also got pointed out to me that the hippies bus, I believe, is your only real option.
It looks like Luke's gonna do that first. Meanwhile, Hashashin's probably gonna set up the explosion accident on Rico's car, which I don't mind either. I think you could set up the consume poison and then do the Andrea kill while you're waiting for him. It might be quite tight timings, but it's definitely doable with both the disguises being village disguises. We'll see if Luke goes for that.
We'll see indeed. The car, a good point about using that for accident explosion. Another point I didn't really think about. But obviously, it does explode in a kind of an accident. So, definitely interesting. Luke sedating that NPC, I believe, to steal his glue, I would imagine at least.
Mm-hmm. He's
Is...
got to make sure he gets the poison and the glue in the right order, otherwise you can't just make this kill completely impossible by gluing it too early.
Oh, right, because you gotta, of course, put the poison in first and then glue it together. It would be funny if you could, like, break it apart again. So you have to get more glue to put it back together, but you can still poison it afterwards. But no. Let's see, there's the poison. Luke's doing it the correct order. And the glue to put it back together. And
Hashashin, meanwhile, moving to the folding knife right now.
Right, folding knife also, I mean, not the most difficult to grab, but also behind a locked door. That's not easy to pick or anything, so both players just bring a breacher to blow it open. It seems like both players are actually going for the Andrea kill now. I mean, Street Soldier right around the corner at her compound. So this is going to be almost simultaneous first kills for both players, I believe.
It's difficult to say which one has the lead now as well, because Luke has got the poison bus, but Hashashin has got the Rico kill set up. Both of them now doing Andrea at the same time.
Yeah, definitely interested to see which strat turns out to be the quicker one. But yeah, Hashashin first to get that kill, Luke following right away. And Hashashin likely now gonna go run and set up, or get the bus and set up the Hohe kill.
Was that a single shot from the SNG from Luke? I don't know how he did that.
That's some banger reflexes. And yeah, single shotting an SMG, not the easiest of tasks. Hashashin actually knocking out this NPC and put him into the box. Luckily unseen.
I'm not sure what Luke's going to do about Rico, because his Rico's still up moving about.
It's true. I'm not 100% sure where the propanes are on this map. Drive-by would be an option, I believe. Although with the Coca Field Worker, drive-buying Rico is probably not going to be the easiest thing either.
Maybe Caves ISO?
I mean, if you're down here already, that could be it.
That is the kill setup for Luke now. He's just got to go get band member disguise.
Hopefully in time before Jorge takes a big bite of the bus. But I'm sure he still has plenty of time. Jorge, not the fastest target
Yeah.
we've ever seen in the trilogy. As I believe Hashashin is currently... is also trying to enter the caves. Luke just used the panic on these guards. Hashashin seems to just throw distract one and seems like the other straight after. Gonna take a little bit longer, but nope.
He's knocked one out, and now he's doing a completely different route in. So I don't know what he's knocked that guard out for. Maybe he just changed his mind.
Maybe
that is the band member disguise for Luke as well.
Need all the kill set up now. Now he only needs to, well, run over to the coca fields, get a coca field out. Oh, he did it for the key card. Twitch chat pointed out to us.
Oh, right. So he's probably going to go for... Well, I don't know, actually. I don't know what the key card would do here.
I assume at least one of these doors Hashashin is trying to go through, or has gone through down here, does require
of course,
a key card.
Yeah, just that one he's just opened then.
Yeah.
That is the kill for Luke, though, so...
Ooh, very nicely done, and he is entering Rico's compound. Not sure if it's to isolate Rico, actually, or if it's just to get through and go to the coca fields. Seems like it's just short detour to the coca fields. First get the disguise and then do the Rico kill last. Luke panicking. The entrance guards of the coca field area. I would say at this point is ahead, although Hashashin not far behind either. Just needs to get a band member disguise. Has the Hohe kill set up. As soon as that's done, he can switch into the coca field worker and get the Rico kill, which is also set up.
He's going to start heading to the cocoa fields now, I guess.
Indeed. So it is gonna come down to how quickly can Luke get Rico, and
there's a propane right next to him here, in this little room. So he's gonna have to find a way to just sneak into the compound and drive by him, I guess.
Yeah, I mean there are like peekaboos I believe you can do for Rico when he is on his path to or from the hippo area.
That is the kill for Hashashin as well. So he just needs to get into the disguise, and his Rico's already set up.
Indeed, it's gonna be a race of who can pull this kill off quicker. Hashashin grabbing the disguise, or Luke having to set it up first.
And Rico's just headed to the other side, upstairs now. So it's gonna be very difficult. Maybe like a bathroom peekaboo, but I think I'd favour Hashashin here.
Yeah, definitely at this stage. I think it's Hashashin favored. Luke can pull off the biggest of clutches right here, though.
And he's got a wall between him and Rico right now.
That is certainly making things more difficult, and also a guard for Rico who is gonna look at the door at all times, and I believe Luke might just be wanting to get a legal disguise around here. Has somehow lured somebody from downstairs, apparently. But Hashashin is just switching to the correct disguise, using the concussive duck, and there's it. There's the exit for Hashashin. 9 minutes 47, new personal best, and Luke sadly a little bit later.
I think Santa Fortuna is definitely a map where you want to be addressing Rico first, because otherwise you get into a situation like this.
Yeah, the early Rico setup is kind of what saved Hashashin here. Wasn't necessarily any. Oh, Luke didn't get anything off of the earlier Hohe kill, sadly. But of course, nothing over just yet. First to 8. So Hashashin needs to win another 2 maps to move on to the next match. Luke another 6. So small, but an advantage currently for Hashashin. But now we're on to Colorado. As I said, Hashashin 160. Win rate wise, worst map of him. For a Luke, 320. just above 50%, and decent map for him, certainly.
I wish I could say the same, but you were casting my 2-hour Colorado, so I'm not going to try and claim
true.
that.
That is true. Good old times. I remember that. And yeah, Luke's map pick again, trying to make the match even longer. Not the best here in terms of finding admins, casters, everything for this match. But yeah, stat-wise, I guess he would say he's favored. Personal best 10 minutes 32. Not the best, but also not the worst, and better than Hashashin's 13:23, which was his only ever Colorado finish, which actually was this very tournament 1 round ago against I Like Hitman in the 6th round of the Swiss stage. He did win that. Very nicely done. So yeah, Hashashin hoping to make it another win here, hopefully.
See both players pre-planning the West Bridge start, which is probably the Colorado standard, unless you get some weird stuff in the spin.
Yeah, I mean, some people have been practicing things like Orchid Start, but West Bridge, the most default, I would say, and spins here does look like it's West Bridgeable. It's Sean Rose, no target pacification, Loud Shotgun as explosive specialist, Penelope Graves, Silenced Pistol as a hacker, Ezra Burke, SMG as a scarecrow, and Maya Parvati, no target KO. Next snap, Militia Spec Ops. 2 no KOs.
And Luke's just loaded straight in. Hashashin's thinking about hacker start at the moment.
I mean, there is no suit in the spin, so definitely an option, although you can't KO Sean straight at the start anyway, so I'm not necessarily sure what you gain by doing hacker start.
Stair slide into the disguise grab from Luke.
Nicely done. And he's clearing out the basement. Ooh, Hashashin, this is what he gets from an early hacker start. An early Penelope kill. Straight at the start of the spin, very nice. It's already first kill down for Hashashin. And Luke will just isolate both Penelope and Ezra into the basement.
Ooh.
But gets spotted while Dragon
unlucky.
has to restart.
Hashashin's going to be able to tick off both disguises. Well, both kills on Penelope and Ezra pretty fast here. If he goes and gets the Scarecrow.
Indeed, Scarecrow also, I guess for Ezra, it's kind of the more, or one of the more forgiving targets you could get a Scarecrow kill on. So it's like right beside the house anyways.
Yeah, you don't want it on Maya.
Yeah, that's, I guess that's the worst that you could get. I mean, it's still possible, but it's a lot of sneaking around in the bushes. But yeah, Hashashin all the way. Meantime, on his run, picking up Spec Ops, and is gonna go for Maya next, I believe. So that is also a no KO kill.
Probably just going to get it with the chain lure here.
Has a bit of time on his hands, so he's gonna clear out Ezra's shed in the meantime. There is a Loud Shotgun already in here. Ooh, but he does get spotted. The other technician turned around, and that's a big restart for Hashashin, and putting
The very
Luke
last
into the lead
second.
now.
Luke's doing a very similar strategy, except he hasn't got the early Penelope kill because he went for the West Bridge. So Hashashin could definitely still catch up.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I believe I'm not exactly sure on the Maya timing, but I'm not sure if Luke has time to clear out the shed first, or if he needs to go for Maya first. As Maya is already moving from the barn. And no, Luke is not gonna clear out the shed first, is gonna skip it and just go straight for Maya. Or he's thinking about it, actually.
I'm not very well practiced on Sean Rose Loud, but if you box both the people, where does he go when you kill him?
Yeah, that is the big question. As we just had a rip on Hashashin, he tried to KO or subdue the outside guard. Got spotted from someone. You can't really KO both of the guards in there and box both of them if you have to do it Sean Loud. So definitely curious to see what their plan for that is.
It does look like Luke has a trank, so he might just leave some of the bodies unconscious but green guns.
Yeah, that would be the easiest option for sure. Just KOing one or even tranking both. Also an option. As Twitch chat has pointed out, luring them away by leaving a weapon out would also be an option, although they might go towards the point man's hut, in which both of these players currently have KO'd bodies that are unsafe. So yeah, let's see. Luke is now approaching this kill. Correct disguise. And Sean is here.
Sean's doing a random little turnaround just to scare him.
Yeah, it does. Love to see that. Luke is gonna phone lure. Or not really phone lure, but just having him look at it. One of the technicians closer to the bin, and he looks like he actually will use a weapon to get the one technician to go away. Maybe not. It didn't work out quite as he intended to.
I don't know how he's going to save this because Sean's getting ready to leave right now as well.
But I do believe Sean is it's the fake leave. He's gonna turn around in a second now and then actually go back. Well, although I believe Sean might have spotted the weapon now.
I don't know what's going on here.
Luke definitely not in a position where he wants to be, really.
If he could do a trank and a shotgun here, it could be.
But Luke has Sean on the phone, shotgun in hand, and that is going to be the kill. And does seem to get it. Big whooshes, but no, he's out.
Very nice.
And with both of the other buddies KO'd in the basement, Luke definitely in a good position to win this. As we see on the other side, Hashashin this time cleared out Sean's shed. Just fine. I believe they boxed one of the bodies and just got the Maya kill as well.
So Luke's going to be going for Ezra first, and then all he has to do is get a good hacker grab, and then he's pretty much finished.
Indeed, there it is. SMG Scarecrow for Ezra, even gonna drag the elite outside to not leave any chance at triggering hostile glitch here.
Hashashin again working on the same explosive specialist as Luke got. Meanwhile, Sean's making his way into the shed, so this could be some very tight timing for Hashashin.
Indeed, Luke is trying to grab this outside hacker. Very interesting. I believe he still has another trank dart, which he might use for this.
Mm. It looks like he got the throw right, but maybe it was an area the hacker couldn't walk to.
I did lose all interest, and now the guard heard it as well, which might be
Mm.
troublesome. Yeah, the guard is the one to enforce that now.
Hashashin's guard currently on the way to report the gun, so he's ready to get the Sean kill. And this could end up being pretty close because Hashashin's only got Scarecrow to get. That's the easier of the two disguises.
That is true, as we see Hashashin just got the Sean kill. Let's hope that that's all good. Green guns doesn't get spotted. Luke now got the hacker disguise though, so that's a definitely big advantage to Luke. There's the headshot for Maya. Luke's gonna be out first, but Hashashin is not gonna be far behind either. Likely gonna be another situation like in Sapienza. Luke out now, 8 minutes 59. Hashashin gonna be...
I don't think he's even gonna manage the photo finish here, unfortunately. But
yeah, it's on Colorado. It's gonna be a tight one for sure. I'm not even sure if he has a silenced SMG actually. He could be doing this with a loud one, as this. Yeah, he just picked up the SMG off that guard. Just gonna panic a whole lot of people around him. And yeah, he's gonna wait for cycles now. This is gonna be Luke's to win. I'm definitely curious though to see if Hashashin can get out here.
I liked his strat a lot, and it looks like he's gonna have a faster in-game time. But it was just the rips that cost him.
Yeah, the hacker strat actually paid off big with the early Penelope kill, the disguise that you don't have to grab, and just having a bit of time on your hands before you get to have to do like other kills. Hashashin out just now. Yeah, about a minute too late, roughly. But
And at the halfway point,
yeah,
these guys are very, very even still. It feels like every game's been like there was never a game where you thought one guy was definitely going to win. It's been very close in all 4 games so far.
absolutely. And yeah, this is what Hashashin definitely looked forward to, having a close head-to-head race with Luke across all maps, and a 4-4 after 4 maps, I think, is the best we can do. And I was waiting for the countdown on the next map, but I just realized I'm taking over as admin now, as Moo is leaving to admin the next match that's happening in 15 minutes. So just bear a second. There we go. Countdown happening.
Very nice.
For Hokkaido.
And both of these guys look like they like this map. We got Hashashi with 4 wins and only 1 loss. Luke again with a very positive win rate and a personal best of only 3 minutes as well.
Yeah, this is going to be a race again, likely. Of course, depending a bit on the spins. A record currently 2 minutes 27. So Luke not far from the record either. Hashashin's only Hokkaido loss was to Infrafun. Who's also the current record holder. It wasn't the match where he set up the record, but actually over a year ago in RWC 2023. But yeah, could be the second Hokkaido loss for Hashashin or the 5th for Luke. All depends on this spin. What have we got?
We've got Eric Soda's Shoot the Heart as a surgeon and Yuki Yamazaki Cleaver as the morgue doctor.
Quick spin, I would guess.
The only problem is you're going to have to do surgeon start, which means you can't get Yuki on the gondola or anything. So maybe an emetic strat is probably best.
Possibly. Also, I think the cleaver is actually a little bit of a detour to grab.
It's in the body, isn't it? Luke's about to get it now.
Oh, is there? Oh, right. There is a cleaver around here. I actually forgot about this one. But yeah, there it is. Luke picked up the cleaver.
And he's already got one kill down and the disguise and the kill method.
Yes, and it's 40. He's 42nd in. In for fun in chat, actually shaking for his record, getting closer than I believed it would be.
It's all going to come down to Yuki here.
Yeah, I believe if Luke has an emetic for Yuki, because she is currently walking towards the hospital director, currently talking to him, and he is just gonna medic her straight there. I don't exactly know where she goes from there, but honestly, no area is really gonna be an issue for Luke here, I believe, as there are plenty of bathrooms around.
Hashashin's gone to shoot the heart with a sniper, so I think he's playing it a bit slow and a bit steady. I don't think Luke knows what either of those words mean. He's closing in on the finish already.
He is going fast and he's going out. The only thing that could rip him here is now somebody rerouting to that bathroom that Yuki is in right now.
And this could be Hokkaido Reki right here.
The record has not ticked down. 2 minutes 5 seconds, I believe. That is a new record by like 20 seconds already, which is quite insane. Quick loading times as well. 1:49. We see his in-game time.
And Hashashin's going to do it in like 2 minutes, and he's still going to lose. That is
very brutal. With the strategy that Hashashin is doing, you don't necessarily expect to lose a Hokkaido, but in this instance, very much will. And yeah, Luke, congratulations! A new map record and 2 more points and match point for Luke. Very, very hyped for these next maps to come. Certainly very, very hyped for the next one, Haven Island. Personal favorite of me, not sure about these players.
I think Hashashin beat me on it in our game, so he's probably a decent player on it. Very similar personal best between the two, both in their 8-minute range.
Yeah, 8 minutes 17, 8 minutes 51, not a lot between them. I see a single Haven tie on Luke's end, and I'm wondering, is that was a timeout against Linux Penguin in the last World Championship. And I guess with these longer maps, a timeout tie isn't really the worst that can happen, really. So you do only get like a handful of attempts at best. If it's like an inconvenient spin or anything. And yeah, I also want to take this short break to announce that there is another match starting in 10 minutes. It's Chris X3 versus Inferfun. Banger of a match for sure as well. Casted on Aphrodite's channel. And I believe it's going to be co-casted by Mu now.
That's a very good matchup as well. I feel like all of them are in the round of 16 with just so many good players.
Absolutely. And it's only going to get better in the following rounds. I mean, we still have the chance with a quick 10-minute Haven win from Luke to make it all make it in time for that. But of course, that's not in our hands, and no need to pressure the players any further than they are. Hashashin on the back foot, losing this map would mean he's out of the tournament. So he's definitely hoping to pull it back with the spin. Tyson Williams injected poison as a waiter. Stephen Bradley next snap as security guard. Ludmila Vetrova, folding knife, gas suit, no target, pacification.
And straight off the bat, the injected poison means both players are going to have to rethink their cinema ISO here.
That is true.
The live kill.
Live Tyson, not necessarily the thing you want to see on Haven, but could be much worse as well. I'm not ever sure, but I don't think waiter is legal around the mansion area. Luke is still starting there, though.
I'm curious if the guy serving drinks around the corner here is a waiter.
Ooh,
if so, that could be Luke's going straight for the gas suit, though, which is definitely unexpected.
I mean, this makes sense. First picking up a tech crew, I think they are called. To be legal around here.
And Hashashin's doing the same.
Perfectly reasonable for either of these players. Hashashin, though, first going to the security room, has thrown his banana below a bench. That was a prompt there. There it is. He can't pick it up again. So, yeah. Luke is luring the same guard back and forth with with a single coin, actually. First away from the lockers so he could lockpick it, then towards the lockers again so he could pick up the gas suit. Funny.
He has successfully got the disguise now, but both of them leaving Tyson about, they're going to have to do a different isolation other than the usual cinema, which it feels like we see it like 95% of Haven spins.
That is true. I try to just look at the disguise off of that guy serving drinks. I believe it's another mansion staff, a villa staff.
Right.
So yeah, definitely curious to see what both of these players have planned for Tyson.
The only thing I can think of is like a jacuzzi ISO. That's the only one I know.
Jacuzzi ice is possible. Another option would be the Ludmila's bedroom, or I'm not sure what it's actually called, but the one next to the cinema, pretty much, where Tyson goes in after going to the cinema. There's just the two staff, and they're cleaning up, which you can KO quite easily, get them out of sight, and then it's only Tyson and his bodyguard. Probably your best bet, actually, at getting him, apart from Jacuzzi, another option, of course.
I'm not 100% sure where the folding knife is as well.
Luke actually picked it up already. It is near the gas suit. It is in that locker, the one locked locker all the way downstairs in the server area. So Luke definitely has this. Trying to get this resort staff to follow him now so he can get the Stevens kill soon. As Stevens' guard is sadly only resort staff. Resort guard, not as a resort guard, but a villa guard. Two different things. Biggest chainler in the history of chainlers happening from Luke here. I believe he got spotted throwing this briefcase now. He's gonna do it again, but that guard is running away. You better gotta get him quickly.
I'd probably just go in and knock out Steven right now because it's not no target pacification.
Yeah, that is true, and it's gonna save you a bit of hassle. And yeah, he's heard you. He's doing that right away. Steven panicking a bit, but luckily not hurt by anyone. Hashashin, I believe, also just knocked out Steven. Doesn't have the resort guard disguise yet. But likely will pick up one soon.
Luke has finally got the low right, so now he's going to be able to knock out this guard without any problems.
I hope that mirror didn't cause any troubles, because it definitely can. But no, he goes back to green after killing Steven, which was his only cause for red guns so far. So yeah, first kill done for Luke, and second will follow in a bit, I believe, as Ludmila's running to the restaurant, and Luke is running towards Ludmila. Hashashin following quickly behind, also picked up the Steven kill while I wasn't looking. I might be getting a quicker Seeker.
And that is the Seeker on Ludmila as well.
Yeah, yet again, even though I feel like at the start it looked like Luke was the quicker one, we are having an extremely tight haven for both players.
Lovely seeker shot from Luke as well. There really
Yes.
isn't much to separate these guys on anything. They've been going for same
it's
speed,
crazy.
same kind of strats the whole way.
Definitely true. Hashashin just knocked out these two buddies. There's one waiter and one resort staff in that little side room. So that's going to be the waiter disguise. Hashashin is going to grab for the Tyson kill. Hashashin just picked up Ludmilla kill. Bit ahead now, actually. But I guess the Tyson kill is going to be the deciding factor of the spin in the end.
It's all going to come down to how fast these guys isolate Tyson, who's still up. Neither of them's done anything to him to change the cycle or anything like that. That is the kill for Luke as well, so...
Good work, 47. Ludmilla Vetrova has been permanently retired.
Hashashin first to run back to the mansion. Luke still got to pick up this waiter disguise, I believe.
I wonder if a second cycle cinema is possible. I don't know what Tyson cycle's like, but it is 6 minutes in now.
That is true. I'm not 100% actually, because how easy it is to get to the cinema in a trespassing disguise. And Luke, I believe, gets spotted going into this window, climbing through this window. So it's all in Hashashin's hands now. Who is...
He's just got to stay calm and get this.
Yeah, he's trespassing up here. Not the easiest of areas to be trespassing in. He is choosing to go in through the through his bedroom, and he's actually perfectly in time for second cycle Tyson. Two guards and one guard and Tyson's personal bodyguard. That's separating Hashashin from a map win here.
A very good strat for him to come back to the villa at just the right time.
Yeah, I do have to wonder if that was planned or if that was just winging it and see where you end up.
I don't think you practice stuff like second cycle Tyson, so...
Yeah, those are extreme measures you have to take. There's the KO on the
He is going to
guard.
have to do a panicked inject here on Tyson. Make sure he doesn't get side KO.
Gotcha. A bit waiting
Just
for
not getting a prompt. There we go.
There it's the prompt, and there's the injection. Carefully wait until he's dead. There it is. Back to green guns, and Hashashin, first player to exit Haven, much likely after an unfortunate rip from Luke, would definitely be interested, or would have been interested, to see what he had planned for Tyson. And here's Hashashin exiting 9 minutes 22. And another Haven win under Hashashin's belt. Very nicely done. And we will move on with a 6-6 score to our most likely final map, although this could very much be a tie as well. It is Dartmoor.
That is definitely a map to do a double match point on. I feel like it going to 6-6 is a very fair result for both of these players. It's been a great game, a very even game so far.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, Hashashin actually was looking forward to this Dartmoor. A speedrun race versus Luke is what he called it. And it is certainly gonna be that.
Absolutely possible we get a photo finish as well and have to go to another map.
Yeah, that is very possible, exactly. There is the option that this is a photo finish tie on the final map. Wouldn't be the first time for sure, and then can already spoil. We are gonna see a fast map afterwards as well, which is gonna be Dubai, should we come to it.
Dartmoor looks like a great map for Hashashin, though, with 4 wins, 2 losses, and a 152 PB. It's just a little bit faster than Luke's 206, but Luke can definitely do faster than that after his Hokkaido earlier.
That is definitely true, and yeah, I mean, it all at this point also comes down a lot to the spin that you get on this map. Of course, some spins you literally can't do any quicker. But yeah, current record held by Fanium and Joker, tying it with 1 minute 23 seconds. I doubt that we are gonna see another Dartmoor record. Maybe a tie. It could be another 1 minute 23, but I doubt we're gonna get much faster than that. And 10 more seconds before these players are gonna be released on to Dartmoor. What is our possible final spin?
And we have Alexa Carlisle fall as mansion staff.
And,
Probably one of the slower kills for Alexa. Means you can't do the usual behind the mansion sped up strat.
That is true. Or at least I think it is true, because I wouldn't know where the fall opportunity for Alexa around there is. And we see diverging strategies, which is really rare on Dartmoor.
Luke has been spotted shooting a trank, so he's gonna have to restart almost immediately.
And that is a big advantage to Hashashin, although he started fast forward, I believe. Not sure what his fall opportunity is gonna be, or if that's just something he overlooked, or if he has something cooking for us.
I'm not 100% sure of it either. I thought you couldn't fall from this. I thought you had to do something similar to what Luke's doing now.
Quite possibly. He has Alexa on the stairs. Just quickly had to avoid some guards investigating that. And there's a mansion staff right around here.
Hashashin now been spotted.
Ooh, a restart.
Looks like he was getting the tokens.
From Hashashin as well now. Luke making it extra safe, but it still is insta-combat as he's starting the dump. Another restart, and this Dartmoor is already going on for almost 2 minutes now, with both players restarting at least once. Both of these players at this point must be thinking, well, this is over. But in reality, it's still very much...
Maybe the nerves are getting to them.
I'm gonna fight. I mean, that's a very, very fair assumption. Luke definitely has the strategy, though.
It's not a kill condition you'd really practice.
That is true. But yeah, Hashashin going for the default strats here. Definitely curious to see what he has planned for the fall, as we see him getting the token correctly now, and Nexus coming to this bathroom. So we might see what Hash's plan is in just a second. As Luke got the kill correctly now. Just needs tokens to be able to exit.
I'm very confused what kill Hashashin's gonna do here. He's gonna drag her all the way to the stairs.
Maybe he is. He is starting to drag. There are NPCs around, of course. Luke,
and yeah, he is gonna drop her off there.
Oh, but Luke gets compromised on the final shot.
And it's Hashashin taking Alexa up. I was not expecting Dartmoor to go like this.
This is the wildest Dartmoor we have seen in a long time.
The room below is clear now for Hashashin. He just needs to throw her off and get to an exit.
He does have the tokens. He does have everything he needs. If this kill goes cleanly now, he's back to green. Fall Mansion Staff done properly. And there's the exit. He picked up the Hearst keys earlier, and that is Hashashin out. 4 minutes 3 seconds. Another restart from Luke is gonna seal his fate, and Hashashin is gonna take Dartmoor and the match with an 8-6 victory. What a match!
Very good performance the whole way. It seems like both of them maybe hadn't practiced Dartmoor fall, but a very, very close, very entertaining game.
I mean, can't really blame them for it. Let's see if we can get Hashashin in for a quick interview, maybe. But yeah, starting off 4-4 after the two map picks from each players. Luke taking the lead on Hokkaido, but then Hashashin coming back on Haven and Dartmoor. Certainly one of the closest matches we've seen in this round of 16, I believe.
A very good one, yeah. I believe there's a reverse sweep from Joker today, which was...
Oh, that is true,
also a very
yeah.
close one.
Joker versus Nizuki-chan and a reverse sweep earlier today. That was crazy as well. And we are continuing with the crazy matches. So, by the rules, the following matches today also still have to be bangers, of course. Still waiting an answer from Hashashin. Let's quickly look at the brackets first. As Hashashin has moved on and will now face Crescent 7 in the round 2 of the knockout stage. The lukedotpng unfortunately dropping out. And yeah, we see only one round 2 match so far has been decided. Yanini versus Joker J earlier today. The 2 other round 2 matchups are going to be decided in the following matches. And Hashashin will join us in a couple of seconds for a winner's interview.
Very nice. I think Hashashin Crescent's going to be a great game as well.
Oh, for
Crescent's always
sure.
He's always a crazy one to watch because he's doing mouse flicks and dropping his weapon all the time.
Yeah, I definitely have some different players and differently hyped players for different reasons, of course. But here's the man of the hour, Hashashin. Congratulations on your win, and yeah, really well played all over the match.
Yeah, thank you. If anything, GG's to Luke and big congratulations to him on the map record. That was impressive. I was just like blown away there on Hokkaido. Like, holy shit, he must have gotten a world record there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
after that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. A bit speechless. I had that rip in Dartmoor. I just thought it was over. But yeah, such a bad rip there in Dartmoor.
Yeah, I mean,
sloppy, but
Dartmoor is actually a map where you both have had lots of troubles with. Luke ripped several times as well. He was going for a private investigator start, getting Alexa Fall up there. I guess Fall is not the most practiced strat either. But yeah, ending in Dartmoor, pretty much what you hoped for.
I mean, I wanted to race against Luke. That like Dartmoor, the speedrun map. So it's like, but yeah, Fall, a weird condition, right? So I mean, still, hopefully, it was a great match.
Oh, certainly. I mean, all over the all 7 maps were really, really close till the end. You likely, like on all maps, you were not far from finishing between each other. I mean, you did have the one photo finish anyways, and yeah.
How do you feel about your next opponent? It's going to be Crescent 7 in the round of 8.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I mean, I've been looking at Crescent's gameplay. He's a tough player, and I'm looking forward to playing him. If anything, I'm just so like, I'm in top 8. Holy shit!
It's already your best tournament finish, so no
Yeah,
matter what
yeah.
happens. But surely you'd be thinking about getting to a little bit further as well.
I mean, you play to win the tourney, right? I don't collect fifth places, right? I don't collect ninth places, so it is what it is. But of course, I didn't. Maybe before the tournament, I had like this loose goal, be like, okay, top 16, maybe. I mean, it's first time I'm playing in over a year, but it's like top 16 might be possible if I just bring it. But when the tournament took shape, it's like honestly, I didn't. I was just like, you know what, just play. It's like there's no point in setting a goal. There's too many good players here. Just like just chill. So I've been just trying to just chill, honestly. So I'm in. Yeah.
And you've already beaten a lot of very good players. Obviously, there was Luke today, but in the group stage, you also 6-0'd I Like Hitman and beat Fanium with a tie on Nezuko-chan as well. So you're not playing like someone who's had a massive break. You're playing like someone who's definitely a contender to go a lot further. So I'll be very
I
excited to
guess.
see you against Crescent.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I'm super hyped about the match against Crescent, and yeah, if Crescent's listening, good luck, have fun on the upcoming match, man. I'm super hyped for it. So yeah.
Some great words. Yeah. Thanks for the interview and congratulations again for winning this match. It's been
Hey,
an absolute banger.
yeah, thank you so much for the interview, and if anything, thank you so much for casting, guys, and thank you to Moo and Curry for admin duty here. So always a pleasure. I love these tournaments. So I mean, it's always a pleasure with everybody that's involved.
It was a great watch as well. So thank you
Ah,
again.
Most definitely.
but glad to hear that was what me and Luke were hoping for, at least put on a proper show. So at least we did that. That's good.
You did certainly deliver. Some other great shows are actually upcoming and running right away. Currently, we have Chris X3 versus In for Fun running. We will raid over to that in just a second. Playing Mumbai, New York, Marrakesh, and Miami. I believe they are still on map 1. Surely won't be far into the match yet. And but yeah, more matches today, or at least one more match today afterwards. Santa Fortuna, Chongqing, Hokkaido, Colorado are on the table for the Reaper 47 versus Mu for the last remaining round 2 spot. And then we can see the round 2 matchup between Yanini and Joker J has already been scheduled for Monday, a couple days away. So yeah, that's going to be another banger matchup. So yeah, Soviet, any last words about this absolute banger of a match?
No, not really. I had a great watch though. That was some very good gameplay from both.
Certainly. And yeah, I guess at this point, all we have left to say is to thank you all very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the cast. Thanks to the 2 players for playing, and congratulations to Hashashin again for winning this one. Thanks to Mu for adminning at least the first half of the match for us, and thanks to Soviet for co-casting this one with me. It's
No
been
problem.
very fun. And yeah, I will send all of you over to Afro now. Have fun with that match. I hope to see you soon in another Roulette Rivals cast. Thank you and goodbye.